first time joining me, this is a live broadcast on how to achieve your goal in 2024. This is here. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining. And if you got to watch this on a replay, I appreciate you also. About of most crucial part of the conversation you and I need to be having in order to help us achieve our goal in 2024. And without taking much of your time, please give this video a like and share it with someone that needs to hear this. So the year has started and the year is already old. Can you imagine? 5 days on already, almost rounding up the few days. And so why am I deciding to do this? And why this special slot? I want you to please imagine yourself with me with some of this word that I'm going to say, and let me know if this is kind of familiar to you. Oh, does any time sitting down, being alone, and your mind begin to play you some words, do you find any word like this so familiar in your thoughts? Who is going to watch your live video? You are just the only one online. You can't afford it. You can't succeed. You don't have what to take. You don't have even enough money. Who will watch your video? You know, I'm overwhelmed. Everything I've tried before, it doesn't work. I'm not sure this is going to work. I don't know who is going to work. All my friends, they are not loving. I don't have enough friends. I don't know what it takes to succeed. I think my health is not okay. Ah, somebody will judge me that this video did it and nobody watch it. Oh, and on and on and on. I'm too young. I'm too old. I can't afford it. It is too difficult. I don't know how to do it. It's and on and on and on. Some of these words, they find their expression deep inside your thoughts. And do you know the funniest thing? Like an analogy that was given to during one of the classes I listened to today, early today. And in that training was saying that, have you ever tried push before and there is no road and you just have to be clearing with your hands and pushing it here just to have a pathway to go? He said the same thing. For the first time you are going into that path, you are trying to clear yourself, find a pathway where you can push across. He said, do you now imagine when you want to go the second that same path? Do you know what happened? It becomes easier. This is the same thing with our brain, the same thing with our thought pattern, and the same thing with everything you and I imagine and allow to go inside our brain through our five senses, through what we consume through our eyes, through our ears, through our feelings, through our thoughts, and the thing that comes out of our mouth from our process of our thinking. You know, the second time when you pass that road, it's going to be easier. So the same thing. When those thoughts start coming in and you allow with you and do a thorough work by going inside of your subconscious mind and begin to dish inside and give you that stuff. See, by the time it comes the second time, it's going to be from you're going to accept it and agree with that thought. That actually, I don't think anybody to. Who is going to listen to me? Who is going to watch me? I'm not a celebrity. Who is going to listen to me? I don't have what it takes. And you now begin to give validation to why that new year is for. That you got to master your mindset. You've got to pay close attention into what you allow to come into your mind, into those thoughts you give access to. There's a place in the Holy Word that says you need to guide your heart with all diligence. Like you are taking inventory of some of those thoughts that is just being fed to us, maybe through flashes, through headlines, and whatever. Because those things, once they land and you allow them to, you are not going to enjoy what the result they're going to give you. And that is why you got to make up your mind to summon the best part of you always, to summon the best part of you, and never to, for any joke, allow anything negative to sit in your subconscious thought, in your mind, and to allow it to even further. Because it is with what you give more and more credence to, it's going to become your reality. And that is the point I'm trying to make, and that is what I want to take you out of. And if there's any way you would like to do it, it's all about a conscious effort of you renewing your mind daily by looking for words that empowers you to believe more in your possibility, in your ability, and in your power to figure things out. And that starts by what? To learn to have deep respect for yourself and to have this respect for whatever it is goal. What are those things that is informing the decision? Take an audit of all the things that is required to get it done. Look at what you can do at the moment to start. Don't say it is until everything is complete. Look at what you can do for a start. I am coming live today because I believe that I have something. I have a word that is helping me to figure out how my year 2024 is going to be different. And now I'm not going to share the same story like shared year before or last year at the end of the year. And that is why I am starting out. I'm not waiting until perfect finishes. I'm not waiting for, and until all the I, all the dots, and all the T across. I am trust myself there, pushing myself and believing in myself. I believe that if there's anything I can do, if an idea that is profitable, if there's an idea that can help change the narrative of people, that can help make my world a better, help my community, my friends, my neighbor become better, and I look with my friends and colleagues. And that is why I'm coming out today to give you this output. How do you now try to master your mindset? This is very crucial and important. And I want to read out some of what I put down here. That there's a event that will happen in form of decisions that will rise from what is happening around you. And no matter what you have allowed to be of what has plagued your experience, once you give in to those reality, it is going to become the norm. It is going to become the other day. And so the only thing I can tell you to start doing today, to begin to master your reality, to master your mindset, is first and foremost, is to pay attention to your awareness. Pay attention to your thoughts. You see, when you are aware of who you are, when you are aware of who you are, and you are aware of what lies inside of you and the power that you have, that awareness is going to reinforce something inside of you. And that reinforcement is going to push you into an action. And with that action, you are going to discover that you are going to make a step. And that is required. That is how growth starts. It starts from awareness. First and foremost, you are aware that there's a part of me, my mindset, that is giving into negative thought, that is giving in negative disposition, that is not constantly helping me to make the right decision. And so I want to pay attention to those thoughts. And this thought is a limiting belief thought. And if I continue to give energy to it, it is going to kill the seed that I want to be born. And therefore, once you notice and you are aware of this thought, the first action to take is to call out yourself and speak out as loud as you can and take away that thought by confessing the opposite. If that thought tells you you are not good enough, every day I am improving my consciousness and my ability to figure this thing out so that I can become better. I become better. And every day and every way I'm getting better, and begin to shift. And you know what? When you practice this for 30 days, you decide to look for words that can help you ignite the best part of you, that can help you begin to step up your thinking, to step up your creativity, to step up the way you look at yourself, to believe in your ability to figure things out, to begin to have insight, foresight, farsight, and every creativity that is inside of you. When you begin to summon the best part of you by believing that there is something about you that your world is still yet to find battery drainers around you. You don't allow people that are going nowhere, people that have not featured in the future you are dreaming for. Then you will begin to see a total and a drastic turnaround. So it is very important for you to grow in your mindset, for perceive yourself with regards to you mastering your mindset, it starts with awareness. Every time you notice anything negative creeping into your thoughts, through your thought pattern, or somebody just say anything careless around you, summon yourself. Call yourself back. Make sure you don't let that word settle. Make sure you don't give energy into that word. Once you don't allow that to happen, I promise you, you are going to see a ton of goodness happen to you. The number 2 is take 100% responsibility for every result you want to see in your life. If you want to master your mindset, know it that it is not going to happen on a platter of gold. Growth is not something that is just promised, that just happen. It is intention plus action. So intention is that I have noticed this trend, that every time I engage in this thought pattern, every time I engage with this kind of friendship, every time I spend time with this set of people, what always happen at the end of the day is I leave that scene, I leave that space more drained, or more, not having the best. You don't enjoy that company. Then you got to make up your mind, because if year 2024 is going to be a year we're going to conquer our goals, I'm going to make great extension, make great work, then you must be willing and be ready to pay attention to those things. What are you going to allow to consistently flow out of you? What kind of audience are you going to give? And you must begin to give enough time to those things that you know is important to your goal. And everything that wastes your time, that drains your energy, that take away the part of you that is needed, you begin to see them as things you must stay away from. So I think as a recap, I want to remind you that every of those negative, limiting, believing thoughts that either you have recited, you have rehearsed, or your environment, your upbringing, your school system, your, whatever system that produced you, have given to you, and you have also accept as that's the norm. I want you to begin to tell yourself, give yourself a change of mind today. Promise yourself that this is no longer going to be the reality. This is not going to be the way I'm going to be labeled starting from today. And once you sit and agree with your mind, your brain is ready for that shift. And you make up your mind to, with result of action, with that is informed through the awareness of what you want, begin to summon the best part of you. Take an audit of all the good things that you have going well for you. All your performance, sometimes you can say is a performance audit or whatever, of all your giftings, of all the ability you have. When you begin to sit down and begin to remind yourself, and you begin to say, only me, I am doing this. I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm helping people redefine their lives. I'm helping people to repackage their stories, their expertise, their skills through books. I'm giving joy and hope to many generations. The same me, I am seeing myself in group where we'll be able to give our time through our resources, through charity work, helping other people, putting smiles on people's faces, determined to become kingdom initiative that is going to put, wow. This is it. This is what is possible. And this is what I want to give myself to. When you begin to do that, you will not know when the energy will come. And once that energy comes, you are ready to fire on. That is all you need. So you begin to pay attention and be intentional to what you allow inside of you. That is it, friend. That is what I have to share with you today. And I hope you do find 1 or 2, 3 tips that you can start working on by yourself to pay attention to, that will help you to make year 2024 the best and the best of your life. Remember, if it's going to be, then it's up to you. From today, make up your mind to accept and take 100% responsibilities for your life and every result you want to see in 2024. I can't stop loving you. See you tomorrow. Bye for now. Please like, share, and let me have your comment on what you are going to start doing from today to make this year 2024 the best.